What is up, guys? How are my fellow Jaguar degenerate fans doing? How do I know you guys are degenerates? Because it's 10 p.m. Eastern time, and we have a pop-in chat already. So that's how I know you guys are Jaguar degenerates, just like me. If you haven't read the title yet, we are obviously breaking down film, which is always risky on YouTube, but you know what? We didn't get here for playing it safe. That's all I'm going to say. If you haven't followed us on Twitter yet, make sure to follow us on Twitter, Jaguars_United. If you're not watching live, it's because you don't get notifications, and that's on you. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you will get notifications. When I say the chat is popping, I always give a shout out to the first person in. But today I'm going to change it up because we had a donation before the stream even started. So Predator, shout out to you, a $10 donation before the stream even started. So you get the shout out. Thank you, Predator. You're the best, Predator. I don't know what I would do without you. I see UCF Jaguars also in the chat. UCF Jaguar, a day one homie, I must say. Shout out to you being in here. Ace Sharpshooter, you were the first. So I got to give you the shout out. Congratulations, Ace. You had the notifications on, and it paid off. We are going to get into some film here, and I'm pretty excited because last time I did a show, I really wasn't prepared. I did a free agent grades show, and I had no idea what the grades were, so I didn't even give a grade. So if you're watching the last channel show looking for grades, there was never any grades. But you know that's what we do around here. We get people going like that. We're going to jump into it first. We're going to start with Shaq Griffen first because I'm a DB. But before we do that, Brett E. says Duval. Kev B. says, hell yeah, Jay, we're going to win some games this year. Of course we are, Kev B. Gavin Baker says Duval. DJ M says, notice me, Jason Sun. DJ M, I noticed you, my friend. I noticed you. Predator, what up, boys? Josu, yo. Josu was a dono last time. I didn't forget that, Josu. Don't worry. Christian Charles says, A. That's what's up. Anybody from the west side in here? Ace, no one is from the west side. If you're not from the beaches, what are you doing in Jacksonville? I'm just kidding. All right, man, the chat is popping off. Elliot Crabtree, finally you're in here. Nut Hanger, I like your name. LOL, I like it. TJ Maxx, long time no see. Man, love you guys in the chat. You guys are awesome. You guys aren't watching this show to hear me talk. So let's look at the film. Let's look at some breakdowns. We're going to see what's going to happen. I'm going to keep an eye on the YouTube warnings. They give you a warning, and I'm going to keep an eye on it. So hopefully we don't get shut down. If we get shut down, we'll just pop back up. Dude, you can't. We're like the sand people. You can't keep us down forever. You shut us down, we're going to pop up in the sand somewhere else. Shay, I see you, Shay. All right, let's get into it. So we are going to look into Shaq Griffin's film. I'm a Shaq Griffin guy. I mean, obviously Kyle Fuller got cut today. A cap casualty from Chicago. I guess they were in cap issues with trouble. Bringing in a guy like Andy Dalton, they're blaming it on that. I think blaming the Kyle Fuller cut on Andy Dalton is kind of a cheap cop-out because I don't think teams are as crazy about paying DBs as they used to be. I'm just going to put that out there. Just nothing with the Jaguars. But the question's going to come up, if Kyle Fuller was available like 2 days ago, would we have made a move at Kyle Fuller rather than Shaq Griffin? And I think the answer is yes. But that being said, I'm still cool with Shaq Griffin. Let me just tell you what I like about Shaq Griffin. And I'll switch you guys over to the film cam is what we'll call it, right? The film cam. Yeah, check this out. I know you like that. I like Shaq Griffin. He's a very aggressive player, physical player. He was drafted in the 3rd round out of UCF to Seattle. Dude's a solid player, super aggressive player. He flirts the line between penalties and a great play, that type of player, which I feel like DBs have to do nowadays. I'm cool with that, so shout out to that. Christian Charles with a $5 donation, hyped and can't wait for the draft. Dude, Christian, I can't wait either. We're going to do a live draft show like we always do, and it's going to be awesome. So make sure during the draft, figure out how to watch us and the draft at the same time. I would show it live on the stream. You know I would, but they'd shut us down in like 2 seconds. So UCF Jaguar says, dodging your YouTube warnings like the Matrix. That's right, that we are. Christian Charles, seriously, dude, you're the man. Appreciate the donation. I'm just humbled to be here, honestly. All right, so let's look at this play here, okay? So This is going to be, you can see my label here, INT Slant Cowboys. All right, if I don't label it, I won't remember what it is. And basically what's going to happen if you can't use context clues is that Andy Dalton's going to Dak Prescott, I believe, is going to throw a horrible pass here, and Shaq's going to intercept it. But why I brought this up was not just because it was an interception. I could care less about interceptions, to be honest with you. I mean, DBs, when you look at DBs and their interceptions, half of them are good plays, half of them are like right place, right time type of situation. This one's good play. And I think the biggest attribute to Shaq Griffin is his ability to play the slant. Okay, so again, I'm a cover one guy. Through and through, love cover one. I mean, one high safety here. He's locked up here. We're locked up here, right here. I mean, I love it. I'm more of a fan of the inside leverage pre-snap formation. You can see here, like, he's kind of lined up head up, which is pretty ballsy. I'm just telling you, for those of you that have never played DB or don't know anything about corners, when you're in man, they tell you to line up on the inside shoulder because the most dangerous route to cover is the slant route. If this receiver runs a slant, it's almost impossible to cover. If it's a good throw, good catch, it's almost impossible to cover, so they teach you to line up on the inside shoulder. Some of the more arrogant corners don't want to give away what they're doing. Maybe he wants to show that he's playing cover three. Maybe he is playing cover three, right? And so he's going to be here, and what he's going to do is at the snap, look at the patience here. You can see he slightly shifts his weight to his heels, which is what you teach. It's very good here. Kind of a slow get off. I'm not going to lie from this receiver. I mean, look at where his other receivers are in this formation, and he's scared. This is what it is. Like when you intimidate receivers like this, when you're jammed here, his hands aren't up pre-snap. So whoever his receivers coach is going to get on him about that. But Shaq Griffin's going to play it great. Very patient. He plays a little high in his turns, but I don't play in the NFL. Who am I to say that? He's a little high. This isn't ideal. Like this spot right here isn't ideal, but the makeup speed of Shaq Griffin is like really one of his biggest things that he can do. And the ball's going to be slightly behind, and he's going to make a great play. To be fair, like people are going to blame Dak Prescott for this throw, but if Dak Prescott threw this where it was supposed to be, he was going to absolutely kill his receiver. Absolutely kill his receiver. Tries to make a play on the return. You know, I'm cool with it. You know, I like it. The teammates are there. We're going to see another view of this interception. We're going to kind of see his play on the ball and his ability to kind of make a play, which is what I'm all about. Because now the question becomes, is CJ the one or is Griffin the one? Because to be honest, I don't know. They're both really good. I'm guessing Shaq because he gets paid more. I mean, that's typically how the work in real life goes, is whoever gets paid more gets the one position. Great catch. Catches at his helmet. Didn't see that coming. Plays with the mouth guard out like Jalen. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. You know, that's the good stuff right there. So I'm going to hit some comments here just so that we don't get copy strikes because, you know, we don't do that anymore. You know, we've grown since then. Josu Rivera with a $10 donation. Dude, Josu, man, this is 2 streams in a row. Bro, I don't want to break the bank, dude. I'm just glad you're here, man. I appreciate it, man. $10 donation with the thank you, I guess, super chat. Dude, you guys are the best, dude. I really don't know. I mean, this is great, man. I love it. Jimmy Popcorn says Trevon at 25 and then Pat at 33. I could see Freiermuth. I could see him like totally dropping in the second round. So I just have this gut feeling. Like I know the Jags are high on him because the Jags have this like need for a tight end. I mean, we signed James O'Shaughnessy, the other dude that we signed. You know, the room's not empty. I kind of talked about earlier. I don't know if tight end's a huge deal to Urban Meyer, but I could be wrong. Blake, but I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher your last name. But Blake says, us not signing a pass-catching tight end makes me feel like Urban got something up his sleeve. 100%, and that's kind of where I was going to go with it. The fact that if he hasn't signed someone that can stretch the field from lining up at that wide tight end position, he's got someone he's identified. And look, these guys are playing chess while we're playing checkers. We think that we know who's available and who's out there and the draft picks, and everyone's on Pitts or Freiermuth. They got a guy. They got a guy that they know they can get. And if they have to reach up for him, then they will. Jesus is King with a $5 donation. Thanks for streaming. What happens to our free agents that opted out last year because of pandemic? Good question, Jesus is King. And dude, thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate it. That's awesome, man. You're awesome. That's a good question. So you're kind of seeing different things happen with different players. Some players are getting picked up. Some players deferred their contract, actually. And some players just got straight cut. I mean, the Jaguars cut someone today that opted out last season. So I believe they still got paid. Like, I believe they got paid last year, even though they didn't work. But it didn't guarantee their contract. I'm not sure how that worked out, Jesus is King. That's a good question. I'm sure someone in the chat could probably answer it better than I could, for sure. Shaq and all the players today had impressive press conferences. They should be great additions to the locker room and help build a new culture. I agree 100%. I mean, just think about that defensive back room and where it's at now. I mean, from having C.J. Henderson, who was hurt, Herndon, who was playing bad, Sidney Jones got hurt at the end of the year. Now Sidney Jones, who was like our 2 last year, is like our 4 this year. And they may not be done at DB. They may end up getting another guy in here for sure. But I like Shaq. I really do. And I think we're going to look at another Shaq Griffin play because, again, this is a film breakdown here. I just got to pull it up here. I got 100 tabs open. Okay, so I tried to convince you guys that he was like a slant player, and maybe you were like, okay, that was a bad throw. He's not a great slant defender. But here's another play that we're going to see that he's actually is a pretty good slant defender. He's got the whole Jalen no mouthpiece thing going. I like it. I'm not going to lie. He's lined up in press again. It looks like they're playing like a 2-high sort of hybrid, but this guy looks like a linebacker. So it looks like they're in a man defense again. Looks like these two guys are kind of playing first in, first out type of defense, which is fine. But we're going to keep our eye out down here on our boy at the bottom of the screen here. So we're going to see him play – clicking the wrong thing. We're going to see him play a slant route again, pretty decent. Okay, I'll let it play through, and then I'll go back. So I like this play, and I wanted to show this play because this is actually a good throw. Dak Prescott throw is behind, so great play. That's ball skills. This was a good throw, and he's going to be playing Robert Woods on the outside here. Again, that press cover, that press corner. Robert Woods gives him a little bit of move to the outside. He doesn't bite. He stays on the back hip. He keeps his left hand on him. They teach you to keep your outside hand on the outside there, and you guys can't see that. Oh. Great. I mean, just a great defensive play here. They'll show us another angle here, 100%. And you're going to kind of see it a little bit better here. But DJ M says, loves your transitions. Thank you, man. Thank you. I mean, look at this. A little high. Look, I'm not an NFL player. So, again, I hate to be – I'm the last one to critique these guys. But if he could stay a little lower here, again, that's not bad, man. Slow motion now, that's not that bad. I take it back. He actually is doing pretty good here. He's gonna make a good play here. Just a great play. Wonky spiral, but perfectly location, and I mean that's why he's getting paid right here, boys. If you're wondering where the money's coming from, if you're wondering where the money is, it's that right there. That's where the money is. All right. Oh man, I'm getting another warning here, boys. All right. We're backing out. YouTube, don't do it. I know you want to. I know you want to. Elliot Crabtree says it makes if Urban gonna trade up because I heard he really likes Kyle Pitts. Yeah, I mean who doesn't love Kyle Pitts? I mean Kyle Pitts is like one of the best players in the draft. Was it Daniel Jeremiah that came out with Pitts like his second best player in the draft? Like the dude's good, man. I mean I watched him in college. Almost every single game this year, and the dude like absolutely killed it. It makes sense of what you're saying. Predator says our DB room is looking nice. If Sidney Jones stays healthy, the dude is a baller. Yeah, that's for sure. YDoc5K says I agree with you guys on him not signing a tight end. Makes me think he's going to go for Pitts. Look, I get like bored and I read other teams' subreddits, and a lot of people think their team's going after Kyle Pitts. Doesn't mean the Jags aren't. Doesn't mean that we won't go get him. But there's a lot of teams that want Kyle Pitts. Just like a lot of teams wanted all the tight ends that got signed. And all the teams, I mean, there's only a finite amount of free agents out there and draft picks that are really good. And I think kind of everybody wants him. Austin asks, how is his speed? I believe he ran a 4.5 was his combine. I was kind of looking up his draft combine pre-evaluation, and I think it was like around a 4.5. UCF Jaguar says Austin, his speed is great. Yeah, it is. Christian Charles, bro, how are they flagging you so quickly? Dude, honestly, it seems like the more I do it, the quicker they get. So we'll see how this film breakdown goes. Maybe we'll jump straight into Marvin Jones. I had 2 more clips queued up for our boy Shaq here, but we may have to go straight to Marv, which I guess is fine with me. You know, that's cool. I mean, it's an all-encompassing video. Jesus King says YouTube has dumb rules. Yeah, they do. I agree. It's like the NFL, dude. The NFL has some sort of system bot that just flags when someone's playing the NFL. I mean, the NFL doesn't mess around, I guess. Is Gerald Everett still available? No, Gerald Everett got signed. Where did he get signed to? I mean, a quick Google search will tell us. But today he was signed by the Rams. Yeah, so he's going to the Rams. Or no, that's not right. Let's see here. Seahawks. The Seahawks signed Gerald Everett from the Rams. He was on the Rams last year. I apologize. Forgive me for not knowing anything. UCF Jaguar says Jason's becoming a flight risk. Oh, I'm more than a flight risk. I'm like a walking risk, right? For sure. DJM, would you mind signing Kyle Rudolph? But I don't really want Kyle Rudolph. I'll be honest with you. I'll be straight up. I don't really want Kyle Rudolph. I watched him a pretty decent amount last year, and I was thinking about drafting him on my fantasy team. I ended up not drafting him. I had him kind of circled as maybe a sleeper, so I kind of kept my eye on him throughout the year. And no, he did nothing all year. He just really didn't. I mean, I think he had like 400 yards, 3 something. I don't know. Jimmy Popcorn says, United, what should we do at 25, 33, and 45? Well, now that the free agent class is kind of shaken down a little bit, I think we still have a glaring need at the offensive line. I know a lot of people are happy with the O-line, and that's fine. You want to do that. You want to believe that. I refuse to believe that we're good at offensive line. We're not. Right tackle, I know we're young, but I don't think we're very good. Right guard, I don't think we're very good. Center, we're very injured. I'm actually okay with the left side. That's 3 positions, and I know people are big on Linder, but like the dude doesn't play a lot of games. I mean, last couple seasons he's been injured. I think you got to get help with the offensive line, and I think that's what 25 kind of comes in. Alex Leatherwood would be like ideal for me. 33, I know we signed Marvin Jones. We're about to get into his film in like 2 seconds, but I would like to see another wide receiver with Keelan Cole not getting re-signed. I don't mean Philip Dorsett does nothing for me. It does nothing. I'm sorry. Colin Johnson, though, is a guy that's going to be good. So I still want another guy because you know someone's going to get hurt. You know that someone's got to step up and be the number 1 that wasn't supposed to, or be the number 2 or the number 3 that wasn't supposed to. And I would rather have a quality depth guy there than someone that we're banking on preseason if all things considered we're healthy, which we all know is not going to happen. Sea Breacher says, what's good? Dude, what's good is the Jags, dude. The Jag. I mean, how many wins are y'all expecting? I'm going to pull up the Marvin Jones film here, but seriously, like how many wins are y'all expecting? Because I have a number in my head, and I don't think it's going to make people too like pumped, but seriously, like realistically, like tell me what's a realistic number for you guys. I got a number in my head. I just kind of want to see who believes who's with me and who's kind of not, I guess, with kind of just expectations here. All right, let's pull up our boy Marv here. We're going to pull it up. Kind of running out of time here with YouTube. All right. I think I like this one. I think I do. I think this is going to be the one we queue up. All right, so here we have Marvin Jones. I like Marvin Jones because pre-snap, the dude just has a wiggle. Like he can move really well from motion. He runs really crisp routes. After watching his film, the thing that made him so effective this year, the thing that made him like an offensive threat, was his ability to run a really crisp route and for Matt Stafford to kind of put the ball where it was supposed to be. I'm not saying that it